Hello, Angedello. How you doing? How are you there? Hello. I was just having a moment to that last track. That was just like a wonderful little beautiful piece. What was it called again? What was it called? Hang on. Let me bring up the music. It's from some of my YouTube copyright-free things. It was called "Signal to Noise" by Scott Buckley. It was I was having like a little heartfelt moment. Oh, wait, how are we? How are we this fine Saturday? It's Saturday, isn't it? How are we this fine Saturday evening? Are you looking after Ali? Have you been feeding them soup? I have got... Hello, Kathy. I got these. We were doing these earlier in the stream. I think I like them. They definitely look like little turds. It does look like a little poo, but... I think with the After Eight goo, which you can't quite see. Hi, Art. Chewy minty poo. Yes, these are Domino's cookies, not a sponsor. Although, if you're watching Domino's, they're not Tootsie Rolls. No, these are Domino's cookies with After Eight. So, I'm going to show you a little bit back there. Chewy minty poo. Hello, Boots. Welcome in. Right, let's prep for a video game, shall we? Stuck in that, as is the way of Twitch. Why, Ian Amazon gets most of the money, and I get some. Well, probably none, because I don't think I ever get to the payout triggers. But that's fine, because I would have to declare tax, probably. Alrighty, Gabriel Knight, the Beast Within. We are just a catch-up for everybody who might have left us yesterday. We are Grace, and we are doing our own investigation into werewolves. So, yesterday, we got to read a load about werewolves, and we found out some information about some stuff. So, I think we should go back and see Gerda again. And maybe we'll get on. Maybe we'll agree that Gabe is a pig.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Oh, fine. Nothing to say to Gerda, huh? Yes, thoughtfully written in English from Gabriel Schwalbes. Right, is there anything else of interest in the Shattenyaga Library? Oh, maybe there is.
Biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig. König von Bayern, König Ludwig, sein Leben und sein Sieg, die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II. German. That's not much help.
The advantage of prophecy is you get advance warning of needing to learn a new language, of which Grace knows some German, but we get this video here, and it's just like, oh no, they're
There's
all in
nothing
German.
else on werewolves in the occult section. I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
So, no other case books. Stuff on Ludwig, but it's in German. Oh, we're waiting on a phone call back, aren't we?
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet. It wasn't worth picking up the first time. Who should I call?
So yeah, we woke up our friend from Yale University who was going to ring us back, Dr. Bertram Barkley. He was going to get someone to call us back. But of course, we rang him out of hours, so I think that's the thing here, isn't it? It's like we've got books on Ludwig, but they're in German, and we don't know German.
Like the lion on the Ritter talisman.
Yes, the professor in Berlin is going to call at some point. Did we miss anything in the secret passageways?
Grace Nakamura. I don't want to go back into Gerda's bedroom. She might catch me in there.
If only we knew a German-speaking assistant who could help. Indeed. Meanwhile, we shall go down this ominous passageway. They make it more ominous than it is, right? It just leads outside. So, why all the spooky music? Do you looking around acting? Bit more looking around acting. Right, there we go. So the only thing of note here were...
How convenient. When the lord of the manor is slipping through the passageway to his amorous adventures, he can pick up a few flowers. An emergency exit. I guess that makes sense if you're fighting the legions of darkness.
And then this is all one big hotspot, I think,
The
isn't
castle
it?
looks huge from here. The castle looks huge from here. They've got more rooms left to restore than I thought. The castle looks huge. The castle looks...
This is all one big hotspot that the castle looks huge.
The castle looks...
Except for that door.
I think it'll be quicker to go back the way I came.
So it's like literally there's just this. And that's it. I've got nothing to pick some flowers with, so there's no... Alright, do some more acting. Right, there's no going in Gerda's room. Basically...
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
So we have nothing to say to Gerda.
not sure why she'd want to see that.
Have we got anything to show her?
I'm not sure why she'd want to see that. I'm not sure why she'd want to see that.
We have got the letter to Ludwig, though. That's maybe something we can trade with people in the town. Here we go. Right, skipping a lot of these animations. Right, now there's no going any further there, so it's...
Hallo.
Guten Tag.
Haben Sie Hartnell Kirche Papiere von 1750?
Wie bitte?
Papiere, Geschichte von 1750. How do you say that? Sprechen Sie Englisch?
Nein, leider, ich spreche nicht Englisch.
All right. Danke.
Bitte schön.
Well, she tried, which is more than Gabe would have done. Let's just pull the music volume down, though, because we... She tried. Oh, music all the way down? Or... There is probably good. Let's just save this before Nightbot gets a bit too antsy. I don't know what she was tempting to ask.
I don't want to disturb her.
So we do know someone in the town who knows quite a bit about Ludwig. That's the pub. No, you don't want to show the letter? She's given some dates, but to what end? Oh, possibly wondering about the Christian Utter's grave?
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment. I don't want to disturb him.
Okay, there's no one in the pub to talk to. Right, knock on nothing.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
No. Oh, wait.
I had a thought while I was in the dungeon.
Yes.
You mentioned that Baron von Rawlik was allowed to give a last confession. I suppose the priest was from St. George's?
I suppose it was.
Would there be a record of the last confession? It might tell us more about the Baron's life.
Good idea, young lady. Those records are in German, though, and Father Getz doesn't speak English. Do you think this would really help your Schattenjäger?
I'm not sure. It couldn't hurt.
All right. I'll write you a note. You give it to Father Getz, and he'll see if they have a record of the confession. If they do, you bring it back here to me, and I'll help you translate it, okay?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
This guy's good.
You got my curiosity up too, you know.
What a wonderfully nice, helpful chap. Also, what priests keep records of a confession? Isn't the idea of confession like the priest is the conduit straight to God? And like the priest then can't talk about it or anything afterwards. You know, once the priest leaves the confession booth, you know, it should be out of the priest's mind. Because the priest is the conduit to God. Yeah, you got to gossip, though. Yeah, you don't sit there and go, sorry, what was that? Murder, did you say? How many? Okay, yeah. So, how did you spell that? Hang on, sorry, I just need to get another pen. This one's dried up. Yes. It's not usual practice, but for this video game...
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Ja.
Das hier ist von Herrn Habermas.
Einen Moment bitte. Das ist für Sie.
Dankeschön.
Priest learning shorthand so they can keep up with their notes. But cool. Okay. We got some notes from the priest. Which means the mayor, who's a very helpful sod, from his psychiatry booth, Mayor Lucy.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
We got the notes.
I have the church file.
Excellent. Let me see it.
Are you writing this? What? No, we have rats.
What's this? This is in English. It's from a lawyer in Buenos Aires. It's addressed to St. Georg's Church. The date is 1764.
What's it say?
It's a request for information about the death of Baron Klaus von Raleigh. It says it's for the family. I assume someone answered it. Curious?
What?
The seal on the envelope.
A wolf?
Okay. The last confession. The Raleigh family took the symbol of a black wolf to represent their great skill at the hunt. Let me see. Klaus von Raleigh says that he lived up to the family symbol too well. His friends nicknamed him the Black Wolf, but he confessed it was more because he was prideful and treated his villagers and women very badly. He was much feared.
So a bit like
The
Gabe.
Baron confesses that a life of sin brought the werewolf curse upon him. Listen to this. A gypsy camp, Hungarians, came to Alfing one day.
Ooh,
He
Hungarians.
wanted one of their young women. He had her brought to his castle by force, and there he
Raped her?
raped her, yes. He intended to release her, but before he did, the girl killed herself. The next day, an old gypsy woman from the camp cursed him, saying that he was to become the shape that his name and his crimes showed his heart to be.
I see.
Soon afterwards, her curse came about. Klaus von Raleigh began to change, to run at night as wolf, to kill and eat human flesh. He begs forgiveness from God and from his wife and son. He says he welcomes his punishment, if only it will pay for his sins and save his family from further pain. That is all that is written.
Wow. Thank you.
I'll return this to Father Getz for you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, young lady. And to your Schattenjäger.
Yes, a very cheery story there. So, a gypsy kid. Oh, those pesky Hungarians. Oh. Yes, curses him for his bad deed, which makes him even worse of a person and killed even more people. That was a terrible plan.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment. I don't want to disturb...
Busy pub, right? I guess maybe now we can talk to Gerda about things? Or get a phone call?
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
No, nothing to say. Do we get a phone call if we sit in the chair?
All right, Knight, I've got your research.
We don't get a phone call, but we've definitely got enough to type. Murder, She Wrote theme tune plays.
Now, I just need somewhere to send it to.
Come on, Gerda. Give it up. Now it's time to go to the post office. Oh wow, look at you all with your old school typewriters. Art had one like that. Kathy's got one. My mum used to have an electronic typewriter, much easier on the fingers. Come on, Gerda.
I don't have anything to say to her right now. I don't have anything to say to her right now.
How's my dad? Yeah, alright. I guess as well as can be, you know. They've got the carers coming in. He's home. He's been home for a bit. The carers are coming in. He's doing his exercises. He's trying his best to be vaguely independent. I think last time we went up, my mum wanted to use the leaf blower that I had, and I was trying to print out the manual, and the printer was playing up, and he was insistent and like having a look at it, even though he's not really got the hands for it. But yeah, so I go up to see him now for sort of 3-4 weeks, mainly just to sort of like sit with my dad, so my mum can go out and do like a big shop at like Iceland and Morrison's and stuff, and like really fill up the freezer. Oh, cheers, Kathy.
Gerda's being a real pig about those...
Thank you, Art. Grace's package not addressed. Well, maybe we can talk to...
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment. I don't want to disturb...
Well, the mayor's been very helpful.
I don't have anything to say right now.
Chances of finding the address in here? None. But just in case we missed anything. Nope, nope, nope.
Schloss.
Maybe we don't have anything to say, but what if we give her the package? Yeah, there we go.
I found the items that Gabriel wanted. Did he tell you where to send your research?
Yes, his lawyer's office in Munich.
Can I get the address?
Harald Übergrau, Marienplatz 21, München.
Postal code?
Thanks.
Now we've got an address at least. They've got to bond at some point over what a dick.
There's no one there.
Ring the bell.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
Das Päckchen soll nach München gehen.
7,40 Mark bitte.
Are we going to pay for it now?
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr.
That'll give him something to chew on.
Yeah, old currency. Right. Come on, bond over what a dick he is. Chew, because he was well off. Get it? Oh. No, me. No, you.
Guten Abend.
How are you? Is this the castle of the shot and joggers here?
Yes, but
How exciting! Come along, Emma. We are so thrilled to be here. Emma said it's the 1990s, for heaven's sake. The shot and joggers are probably long gone. Well, of course they aren't, I said. A family like that doesn't just dry up and blow away. The good Lord's put his mark on them. Who are you? I was just wondering the same thing, dear. Neither of you girls look like the heroic type, but who am I to judge? God chooses his soldiers, and who am I to put in my 2 cents?
No, we're the Smiths from Merrimack, Pennsylvania. This is my wife, Merle. You can call me Emil.
My husband. If I don't get right to the point, he'll get there for me.
it's nice to meet you both.
Uh-huh. Well, how did you hear about the Schottenjägers?
Oh, we're demonologists. My wife makes.
Oh God, it's Ed and Lorraine Warren.
A lot of different things. She's a regular, what you call, occultist scholar, aren't you, Mother?
That's right.
Yeah.
I read about you all when I was studying an old witch trial last spring, and I have been dying to get over here ever since.
Well, so nice of you to stop by, but I'm afraid the Schottenjäger isn't here right now. I'll let him know you called, though.
Oh, no. And I was so hoping to talk shop. We fighters of darkness are so rare these days.
Don't I know it? Can't scare one up to save your soul.
It's not your fault, Missy. I told Merle to call before he came.
People just don't take you seriously unless you're standing right there. You know that, Em.
Well, it's rather late, and if you're driving, you might as well, go out right now.
Don't worry about that. We're going to spend the night at the guest house in town. That's right.
Stop by tomorrow, won't you, dear? You and I can exchange stories at least.
We'll see.
Well, come on, Merle. These ladies are tired, and I think we ought to go.
But, Em.
Come on, let's go.
Em.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night. What's wrong?
It's not your fault. This just happens, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I'll get her some water.
Give me your hand. I see danger. Someone close to you is in danger.
Gabriel?
I see something like a wolf. black wolf.
Now, don't you worry, miss. My Merle is going to be all right. This just happens sometimes, that's all. It just happens. Come on.
Woof.
Come on.
What happened?
I don't know.
Amazing. The higher the hair, the closer to God. And yes, what a bonding moment. Oh, God, remember when those annoying twats from Pennsylvania showed up? Oh, are they meant to be Ed and Lorraine Warren? Self-styled demonologists. Amazing. Oh, God. I, you know what? I hope they show up again. We need the levity. Well, we made it to chapter 3. Back to Gabe, who's just... Oh, look at him. Like the tortured artist he is. What? Is he having visions? I wish I was a swan, or a king, or what if Gabriel Knight was a love child of Rick Astley? Wow. All right, here we go. That's a good idea. Let's save the game.
That's me, Gabriel Knight. I don't think the Ubers want me in their private bedrooms.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's like, we're going to move out of the house while you investigate the werewolf, because we're in mourning, but you must sleep on that really hard bench, even though we've got a big old house.
I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
New newspaper? Old newspaper?
It looks like there's been another wolf killing, and this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
Emo nights. Oh, do you miss Grace already? New killing in downtown Munich, huh? Alright, we got anything new here? Our notepad.
My notebook.
The evidence, the receipt, letters, the keys, tape recorder. Nothing particularly new. Oh, did we look at this?
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacher district.
Okay, cool. That was one of the, that was the guy with the no shirt, right? Not the no shirt, the no collar shirt. You know what I mean. Alright. Exit deck. No, we don't want to look at that. Let's preen ourselves in the mirror. Yeah, looking good. Rick Astley. I miss Grace's delivery where she treats other people like they owe her money. Alrighty. What have we got today? So we got the zoo. We've got Marienplatz. We've got the university. We've got the police station. We've now got Von Glover's house. Let's start at Marienplatz. I'm not going to buy blood sausage. Not today. Let's go see our lawyer and see if we got any mail.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut. Ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
Yeah, this is one.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
Yeah, no, we stand the tights and also the run of buttons down the side of the skirt. Also, that's the same. Everyone's basically wearing the same clothes all the time. Does anyone, like, have a change of clothes in any way?
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Okay, nothing to say. We've got a package.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Right, hang on, just to... I don't think that's a scarf, Kathy. I think that's a jacket. That's like... That's a big-ass jacket. Maybe like... remember those 8-ball jackets from the early 90s that apparently everyone was killing each other to get their hands on? Probably just some racist shit in the newspapers, most likely. If you look that good in the outfit, you'd wear it every day too. Fair. In Berlin, at least, Germans will wear a favourite outfit 2 or 3 days in a row. Okie dokie. I mean, I've been wearing the same shirt several days in a row. That's just because it's in lockdown. I don't have anywhere to be, so I can stink up myself in the house if I want. So, but yeah, this is like some weird ass jacket, which is really odd with a suit and tie and dark pants. But there you go. There's that guy again. I just want to see if the busker's still there. Oh look, more people have come to see the busker. Amazing. And look at the backpackers. Let's go marching. Look at them doing their little loopy animation. Go on, give her a kettle. Trying to work out if that's someone who's got like a check shirt wrapped around their waist or just really wild baggy pants.
They're busy. I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language. I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language. I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
I mean, some of those were men, Gabe, but hey, you know, if you broaden your horizons.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Alright, no talking to the tourists. Who's this weirdo just standing there? Ooh.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Those are an old-fashioned choice. Say out starts with the early 1940s. Gabe will fuck anyone given the chance. Yeah, probably. I'm not sure how much I give it a shot, but I don't speak the language is I try to chat someone up, but I don't speak the language, or just I would try to talk to them, but I don't speak the language. Anyway, we're members of a club now. Oh.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
Right by our new club.
Looks like a television news crew. Looks like a television news crew.
He's a fuckboy.
I don't think they'd know much about it. I don't think they'd know much about it. I don't think they'd know much about it.
That's a police officer.
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Commissar Lieber? I don't think they'd know much about it. I wonder who the victim was this time. I don't think they'd know much about it. I don't think they'd know much about it.
Very so much art. Oh.
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
Sucks to be you. The Commissar!
He's not listening.
He ain't listening, you're right.
Looks like a television news crew.
Alright, so what if we gave our business card to the news crew?
I'm not sure the German public would be interested in that.
What might they be interested in? You know what? We haven't. Not that. We haven't looked at this properly yet.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Jesus, Gabe. Getting a hold of some back in the day was harder, yes. Absolutely. And what a dick.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich. I don't have time to...
Wow. Grace gives you loads of information. You're just like, yeah, fuck that shit.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich. Chapter 3. Lycanthropy, the ways of the wolf. There are two categories of werewolf
Okay, so now
cases.
he's going to read all this.
False or lycanthropic disorder, man to beast.
Just going to click through
Werewolves
this.
and immortality, the mind of a werewolf. Becoming a werewolf. Damnation.
P.S. Your assistant quit, but is still hanging around the castle and irritating me. However, we bonded over a couple of dumb fuck hicks who showed up last night.
Werewolf packs. Werewolf alpha and beta werewolves. It is important. Symptoms of werewolfery. When hunting, therefore, look for symptoms. A good example of this.
Right, well, you read that book, at least. No, play. Right. Yeah, leaving out just why the assistant quit. I'm not going to say why, but okay, so
I don't think Commissar Lieber would be impressed with that.
I'm
not sure the German public would be interested in that.
Oh, surely the German public would be interested in a madman with some werewolves.
I don't think.
Just round the corner from our new club, though.
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club. So I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind.
Why does he walk like that? Acting.
Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
So, tell me about the club.
What about it?
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
Hey, this guy speaks English. Time to flirt.
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
Thinks Gabriel's a total ashlock. Yep.
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5? You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would. How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month.
That was such a
Members
mincy
can use
look.
the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
That was the minciest look I've ever seen. Oh, bless you, actor playing Gabriel Wolf, Gabriel Knight.
So,
Wolf.
tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
Shade Niagara.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Yes.
Alrighty. All right, Xavier. Thanks. I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
I bet you did. Alrighty, what's going on here?
Dead things.
Dead
Gotta
things?
love them. Just the right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney. Unless he's already here. I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
I like these sofas, though.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
I want these sofas. Actually, I want these high back armchairs. Look at them. Oh, they're amazing. Oh, they're in German, aren't they?
It's in German. And I thought Germans only drank beer. And I thought Germans only drank beer.
Was he throwing shade about that? I mean, yes, they were mainly drinking beer. What's down here?
Nice plant.
Well, if you can tell it's a plant.
Locked.
Thank you for the clip art. Okay, a side door with a knocker on it.
Nice plant.
And I will save the game. Thanks, Nightbot. I'm just going to stand here and stare at you, Xavier. Mince look. Sorry, I just love the way that his little video loop stares straight at Gabe and then goes, You absolute weirdo. Alright, so
He's not listening. Looks like a television news crew.
The TV news crew feels like a puzzle. It feels like I should be able to, like, I don't know, stab the news crew.
I'm not sure the German public would be interested in that.
Like, I'm guessing here we need to find something the German public would be interested in. Start talking to the film crew, and the Kommissar will then go, nein, stop! But what have we got that might be of interest? I mean, yeah, there's our business card, I guess.
I'm not sure the German public would be interested in that.
Oh, but we could have said that we were an investigator. Alright, maybe there's more to the puzzle.
Even their trash cans are clean in this city.
That weird guy again.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Right. Ask her if she knows about Dumbala. I'm just wondering if I've got enough to send Grace a letter, but first I need to write the letter, right?
I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
Alright, no. Not enough to write Grace a letter. What's with the rickety ladder to the second floor? Well, let me tell you.
I suppose that's for tending those window boxes.
That's it. That's all we get out of that for the time being. Okay, so there are things to do at the farm, which is probably write the letter. There are things to do at Marienplatz, which I'm not sure what yet. Well, probably to do that. Let's go to the police station.
Going back in there at the moment. I can't even try to talk my way in.
Alright, let's go. Good zu wissen. Let's talk to this charming fellow.
Entschuldigung, Baron. Gabriel Knight ist hier, c'est Suzanne.
Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein.
Wrong game, Kira. The tripwire holy water bucket trap was in Hello Neighbor.
Gabriel, what a pleasure to see you so soon. Bringen Sie uns bitte ein zweites Glas Wein.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself.
Easy to change of clothes. It is a hair off, right?
I hope you like wine. I got hooked on the grape when I lived in France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled. You were going to tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt. You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
I find nothing more stimulating than a new companion. A fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
May we never be so cursed.
Yeah, these two gonna fuck.
Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
So tell me about your family.
The Von Glovers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God, no.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us. Do you have relatives? How fares the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose old trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
Good God, no, is Kathy's response. And arts for kids. Also mine as well. Childless people out there, at what point did your parents stop pestering you for grandchildren? Mine gave up when I finally got cats. I think that was the point when my mum just took it as a sign and went, it's not going to happen, is it? Particularly after that time we went out, like me and my parents, might have been Casco and telling you weren't storing sperm. Fair enough. It's like, nope. No frozen gametes for you, mother. I'm just 1 out of 2. So when was this? It's about 15 years ago, maybe. I don't know. When I was living with Stag, but I went out for might have been like a post birthday meal with my parents to I don't know, some restaurant downtown. Might not even be there anymore. And at some point, my mother just suddenly goes, when are you going to settle down with a nice girl and you know, bring out some kids and stuff? And I'm like, oh my God, please don't. And the waitress had not long, like, picked up a bunch of plates and was still within the earshot. And my mother goes, she's a nice girl. Mortified. That was the point where I sort of like said, right, if you're gonna, I think I actually said out loud, if you're going to be like that, I'm never going out for food with you lot again. And you wonder why I hang up the phone to my mother often. There we go. Rachel got siblings, still wants kids. There you go. That's the thing. See, my sister also got cats, and decided to be childless. So, like, our little plot of the family tree, done. Kira is feeling my pain on there. Art gives their mother-in-law credit. She really wants grandkids, but has only ever asked you once. Oh, that's fair. It's like, sorry, got cats now. So my mum tries to get all gooey on the cats, who of course don't appreciate it.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
For a fresh perspective, eh? Kira's folks were never asked her that stuff, and that's just fine.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
God, that look. Just extra little bit of film footage of let's really milk the sexual tension. They are flirting.
All of the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery? Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in a courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best.
He was top of the class.
He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
He was top of the class, best at everything he did, had a really hot girlfriend. She went to a different school, you wouldn't know her. This guy is into Bitcoin about. That's why he's fucking us with his eyes. It's like a fuck NFT. So you don't actually get the fuck, you just get the receipt that you've been fucked. And you can sell that receipt to other people and fuck them too. But, you know, no actual fucking. He really wants to show off his dueling sabers. Oh yeah, he does. And just right click and get a free fuck. Homecoming queen, dating the captain of the football team, ran Meals on Wheels. Oh yeah, that guy's done it all. Dark line there. Right click and get a free fuck.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Oh, hello.
I'm so sorry. It's all right.
Gunther! Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Danke.
I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers, they've really got me derailed.
Any particular reason?
People getting slaughtered. Children. In broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture. Not like this. And with the club espousing what we do, our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It's just, I am concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting when these atrocities in the papers. You must understand, the nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive, and it does so respectfully.
Oh, fine.
It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
Wow. That got me upset. Okay, so we're just sat here for a second. Yeah, there is, I will in a second, Nightbot. Thank you. So there is a thing, the right-clicking of the NFTs, because an NFT is essentially a receipt that says that you sort of own an item that's found at this location, like a specific URL. It's often an image. I think like somebody sold Nyan Cat, the cat with a rainbow coming out of its arse, as an NFT like a little while back. But yeah, you can just like right click and save the image and go, well, I've got the image here. I can do stuff with the image. And yeah, so the people who are into the NFT stuff have called other people right clickers. Like, oh, you're a right clicker, are you? But the best, for those who aren't up on, you wouldn't right click an image, that is a joke that is going around. I have seen that on Twitter. A thing that said you wouldn't right click an NFT, and then obviously the right click menu on it. And yes, apparently they are calling us right clickers. The best description for those who really are just like, what the hell is this NFT stuff about? The best description I've heard was, in the 90s, there was this thing that was where people saying, oh, name a star, tell your loved one how much you love them by naming a star after them. And you would pay like £1,000 to put your loved one's name in a registry that sounded fancy but was no way like official whatsoever. And that's what an NFT is. It's just literally, we're going to record your name on a ledger as owning a piece of digital art, but you don't actually own the digital art per se. The original artist still retains the copyright. You can't, it's not like buying Van Gogh's Sunflowers and hanging it up in your room. It's buying a receipt to a print of sunflowers that's on display in the window of a newsagent's. And you're fucked if the URL goes away. Exactly. If the web host dies because nobody's maintaining it, then you've got a ledger that's just pointing to a non-existent resource. Plots of land on the moon and Mars, exactly. That's the sort of stuff. Selling people the Brooklyn Bridge. That's all it is. But it's all done with cryptocurrency as well. So it's an even bigger scam. Like, the ledgers are stored in blockchains. So you're going to do all this processing power just to record the ledger and the financial transaction. So you're like burning down a part of the rainforest for the energy needed to write this ledger. As a person, yes, Kira is the person who actually paints actual paintings with actual paint, is currently doing that face. Yeah, like, I have no qualms that this wonderful piece of work that I bought off Kira just the other day, KiraJamesArt.com, this is a print. This isn't the original. Like, Kira has every right to print as many of these off as possible, and make a bucks from them, as she should. But I've got something here tangible, fungible even, that I can stick up there, and I can look at it every day, and it's peering over my shoulder. Like, Kira could have sold me a receipt that said, you own a copy of that, and not have the art, and I could be like, and the bonus plug, of course you get a bonus plug. You are very, very good at what you do, and you should be rewarded for it. Reminds me a bit of THX 1138, where people just buy a cube to throw in the bin later. You know, I've never seen THX 1138. I think I should recommend that we watch that on Sci-Fi Sunday. And many of it... Oh, God, yes. So a lot of these wild NFT scams now, they were like... there were things like Nyan Cat and a handful of things. But there have been people sort of like trying to do like these shitty animal-themed arts. Yeah, they're trying to do like some sort of collectible card thing. Trying to make it's like collectible cards. It's like your Pokemons or something. But at least I could fucking play top trumps with Pokemon. That's not how Pokemon work. I know, shut up. Anyway, we can still talk to him about stuff. Can we show him things?
I don't think the Baron would be interested in my stuff.
Okay. Click on some things.
That's a great mask. Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
Okay. I appreciate that I've got to watch THX 1138, but also the fact that you say it's a bit impenetrable on the first watch, you watched it once, then with the director's commentary, and then a third time, is a bit like when you say, oh no, you've got to watch this TV show. It really starts picking up in season 3. We'll try it. I'll try anything. I kind of like slow sci-fi, like the Andromeda Strain. I really enjoy that stuff. Dune I can't get on with, though.
Interesting. Is it African?
No, Indian. I picked it up in Brazil.
Huh.
It's Indian, but you picked it up in Brazil. So is it South American? Quite a departure from Corvette Summit. If one needs George Lucas' girlfriend. Yeah, I've never even seen American Graffiti either. Just the Star Wars films. That was Mark Hamill, not Lucas. What, Corvette Summer? Yeah, probably.
Von Glauer says it's Indian.
You want to wear the mask, Herr Knight? Sorry. What else can we click on?
I'm not sure what else to say. I'm not sure what else to say.
Doesn't seem to be anything else. I should have asked who they stole the mask from. Well, I guess we're off.
I should get going.
All right. Visit me again. Soon.
They're gonna fuck. There's a 5-bedroom size jacket he's wearing. I know. But yeah, they gonna fuck. Look, see, it's flashing. It's flashing because they gonna fuck. Alright. This is where we're just gonna have to keep looping around until we find some new things. Hello, Red Tights.
Come in.
Hey, Harry.
Yes, good. New things to talk about.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
He's just like Elvis.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest to the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect. Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm sure it's nothing.
Okay, sorry. I'm just I was just looking up the IMDb for the actor who played Gabriel Knight. See what else he's done, and he did 4 episodes of Frasier and an interview on Bad Influence with Violet Berlin. Well, I'm assuming Violet Berlin. He just said that he played himself on Bad Influence, so yeah. I actually wanted to look up who is playing the lawyer, because he looks kind of familiar. Where? I've forgotten his name. Oh, we're down to extras. No, he must be somewhere towards the top. Von Glauer. What's this? So a friend of mine wants to hunt wild geese. Harold Uber, Friedrich Solms. So no, not who I'm thinking of. No, he's only done 2 things. Murphy Brown. Wow, like nobody here has done any work outside of Babylon 5.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
No, we don't, do we?
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Makes a suspicious phone call. It's always a suspicious phone call to make as soon as he walks out. He looks slightly like the guy who played Fritz in the second series of The Tripods. And it would like track as well for someone who was like, what, 15, 16 in 85 to be, yeah, in their mid-20s. Looks like for this. Shall we? Can we buy some blood sausage today?
I don't think she speaks much English. Besides, she only wants to talk about white sausages.
No white sausage for us today. Well, you wouldn't look at Gabe in this and go, that's our new lead actor. Right, yeah, so there's still things to do. Have I got enough to write Grace a letter yet? Yes, I do.
I'd better make sure Gracie keeps busy. Elsewhere.
Yeah, stop annoying me, Grace. Stop annoying me with your letters and research. Oh, he looks so pissed off. Oh, and thump. God damn it, Grace, you and your competence. Oh, still tasks to do back in there, though, huh? Right, that was the post office. You're just going to post a letter. Why do you have to look so sus about it? Who do you think you are, Turlo? It's a Doctor Who reference, folks.
Well, that's your answer for everything, isn't it? Vote for an idiot.
If you say so, Mr. President.
That's taken care of. He's not listening.
He's not listening.
Looks like a television news crew.
I've forgotten about Turlo.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
I bet you have. Right, so we got this door.
Leads to a back alley. It won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
I wonder if there's like something we can cut together to say, oh, hey, you know, open that door for Mr. Knight. But surely we can't do that trick again, can we? All right, let's put some music on. Let's save. Let's have a think here. The very obvious thing at the moment seems to be that we need to talk to the commissaire. So, how do we get his attention? We can't go to the police station. Murder someone. There is that. I've got a feeling, like, it feels like there's something to do with that TV crew. But what can we talk to with the TV crew about? You know, we've got Grace's letter, we've got journals from the Ritters, we've got a book about lycanthropes, we've got Gabe's notepad, we've got this evidence report. We got a receipt, we've got a letter from the Übergrau, we've got a letter from Grace, we've got the keys, we've got Von Glover's business card, we've got the dagger, we've got our wallet, we've got our business card, we've got that tape recorder, the talisman, barely start manuscript. I mean, aside from going, oh hey, look, we've got this analysis that says that there's a wolf that's not a wolf. It's worth a try, I guess. Aha! Brains!
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
No good.
Oh, it is a beautiful mullet, isn't it?
Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles, der durch die Killerwolke herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Liebe over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish-brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zoowölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus?
Und fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zoowölfe. How did you get this information?
Well, all right. You have my attention.
Yeah.
Now, who are you?
I'm Gabriel Knight, the American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right. I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the Pues.
You got it.
You're right, it's not a good look, is it? Sort of like bundling someone off camera. Also, if you were a German news reporter who could speak English, you're an American who had information, wouldn't you talk to them first before putting them on camera? And B, wouldn't you just interview them in English and then, being German, dub over it in the van later? Because Germans like to dub things, as I understand. Or, subtitle it, something.
I told Lieber I wouldn't talk to the press anymore. Too bad, I could have been another David Hasselhoff.
Oh, yeah.
He's busy. I'll see him at the station.
Best line of the game. Gabe there hoping to broker world peace with the power of song. Tear down these walls, or whatever it was. Hasselhoff did a good cover of a goth song. Wow. Okay. Knock us out, Art. What have you got for us? I did not know this. What did he do? You got some hardcore goths in chat who are very interested to know. Don't leave us hanging, Art. Don't leave us hanging. Come on. I hope that you're only leaving us hanging because you're looking it up on YouTube. And you should be able to post the link, your VIP. Yes, Kathy, your goth game is terrible. It's worse than mine. Goth game. Oh, Jesus and Mary chain. I mean, I suppose Jesus and Mary chain were what's the word I'm after? Goth adjacent. Open Your Eyes. I don't recall that as a Jesus Mary Chain track. I was never that much down with Jesus Mary Chain. And the Monkey album, that was pretty good. But cool, right, that's something to look up afterwards. Goth adjacent. I mean, they had big hair, they wore black. But, they decided to go more the noise route from punk. Hasselhoff's cover was quite good, and Art is not kidding. Yeah, I mean, they never. Honey's Dead is a great album. That's one of the earlier ones, isn't it? I think. Yeah, they've never held my interest that much to be a massive fan. Let's see if we can go to the police station now. You were going to see them in April last year. Ah, sucks.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommissar Lieber, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight. Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down. What are you proposing exactly?
You want information? I want information. It's Kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right.
It's a
Then
cracking
it's your
line.
turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
I'm just gonna stare at your pinboard.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
I suppose.
Doesn't really fit. Why doesn't it fit? Well, yeah, they are quite far
I still
up.
say that one in the middle is different. I still say that one in the middle is different.
Right, this one's by a big plot of green. That one looks kind of dense as an area. I mean, I suppose we're on the fringes of the city and this one's in the heart.
I still say that one in the middle is different.
But there is no translation. Little bit of business, little bit of business. We can do it. Okay.
I still say that one.
We're just going to annoy him by getting up, staring at the map, and sitting back down again. I thought that the photos off to the side were a different hotspot. It's like you got the map and then you got the photos. I thought they were a different hotspot.
Probably nothing of interest back there. Besides, I can't see past the commissar's big head.
Big head.
At least he's neater than Detective Mosley.
Let's talk to him. Gee, I'd almost say there was something weird about a murder right next to where my new bougie fash buddies hang out. Big head. Alright, let's talk to him.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing.
I'm liking the energy on these two.
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of boat criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf.
Was this guy in Stasi? Maybe.
When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The two males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Tony Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lachem.
No full moon shenanigans though now.
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Ooh, we're smart, aren't we?
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of...
Thought?
A werewolf? Never mind.
Maybe Annie did do it.
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
A pet? As in, maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet two wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
This guy is stealing the show or commandeering it for essential police purposes, but I was just like, let's just have a look at his IMDb. This dude has got so many fucking credits. This guy is a proper jobbing actor, including a bunch of Command and Conquer video games, Red Alert 2, Premier Alexander Romanov on there. Reminds you of the Russian ambassador in Dr. Strangelove. Does he also remind you of Mr. Haas in an episode of The X-Files? The Magistrate in an episode of Sliders? Couple of episodes of Deep Space Nine? Ruben in Barbed Wire? One Eye in Hologram Man. I need to find this film, Hologram Man. Fist of Honor. Oh, wow. There's a title, huh? He was Paulie in Darkman. What else has he been in? Thug #1 in The Naked Gun. Bull in Hell Comes to Frogcat Town. Who did he play in DS9? DS9 looks like there were two separate characters over time. Sorm and Lysepian Captain. Fist of Honor definitely sounds like a bad porn film. Yeah, he's in Hell Comes to Frogtown. An episode of Fame. An episode of MacGyver. An episode of Knight Rider. Yeah. Street Hawk. Oh, he's done them all. Fantasy Island. Laverne and Shirley. He was in Swamp Thing. He was Bruno. He was in an episode of Charlie's Angels and The Rockford Files and Quincy and Starsky and Hutch. Oh, this is proper jobbing actor. There was so much X-Files. Don't think terrestrial TV had. No, it was BBC Two. Scream, Blackula Scream. Oh, amazing. What an actor. Right. Let's talk to him more.
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52. Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier.
He was a furry?
What an amazing coincidence.
Amazing how far shouting at people until they do what you want will get you.
Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
Not sure, actually.
Look at that nostril. Maybe it's the video compression, but boy, that dude's got a massive nostril. It's like you can fall into that nostril.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
Oh. I could just get lost in your eyes and nostrils. Oh. Music's got all spooky. He's got a file. Draw music. Draw. It works better as a written pun.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes.
It's always sad when they're pretty.
Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt. Crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American P.I.?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
Well, you wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
Do you want to tell me, or do I have to ask? Well, usually you select from a list of questions and work through the options. Brilliant, Kathy. Amazing. See it said, shut up and on the press. And yes, don't mention hair around the commissaire.
I don't have any more questions for the commissar.
Hang on. Do the nervous acting thing with your fingers. Let's get saving. It's all. There it is.
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course.
Well, we've got new things to investigate, maybe? Right. Okay, they're still flashing, so there's still going to be things to do. But let's go back to Marienplatz. I love that sort of officious music. But we're going to hit the save button, and we're going to wrap this one up for today. It is 9 PM. It is time to quit the game, put some spooky music on, and see who's about for a raid. And I'm going to have quite an early night because I really, really, really need to get some stuff done. I've got so much stuff that I need to take to the tip. Okay, who's about for a raid? I know Emmy started earlier than me, but they tend to go on a little bit. It's that, or maybe we go see Squid Pie, who's doing a drunk cosplay stream. Emmy, who's got some emotional cabbage, apparently, or drunk Squid Pie. Let's go see Emmy. Worst case scenario, we get to Emmy's. And then he goes, oh, we're wrapping up. We'll say, well, should we go see Squid Pie? And maybe take Emmy over to Squid Pie. Emmy, the old villain Dunk. Yes, Dunker, everyone, Dunker. It is lovely to spend some time with you all. Ray has got the raid messages out, as ever. That was fucking hilarious. Should be back on Tuesday for more Final Fantasy VII Remake, so long as work doesn't put me in too much of a mood. Just a lot of bullshit going on in work at the moment. Just occasionally gets me angry. But, you know, we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to use the streams to put work behind us and just have some fun. So, yeah, we should be back on Tuesday with more Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then back with Gabe on Friday at 6 p.m. But yes, in the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out. It's been lovely. It's always a good time to hang out with you guys. Love you loads. And let's go and share the love with Emmy Leod. And go see those weirdos over the auditorium. All right, look after yourselves. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. That's very kind. That's very kind.